we are talking about knowing your audience. We're going to start this lesson off with email. So during the first week of school, I received a lot of emails from you as students. Let's talk about what is appropriate and what is not in the academic world. So if we are looking, I have 2 emails in my example folder of my email. I wrote them both. They're just examples. So no one actually sent me this. However, I took my examples based upon things that I've received last week. All right, first one. If we're looking at this email, the first issue with it is that the person typed the body or their main concern in the subject line. What they needed to do was put just the overview of the subject up there and then move this response into the body of the email. In the body of the email, which is this part down here, when you are composing, you have subject, and then you type your actual body of your email in this area. All they did was include an emoji. Also, you can see this subject line is grammatically incorrect. It's typed in all caps, which indicates a yelling tone. There is misspellings, so password is misspelled. It is lacking some punctuation. These are things we want to clear up before we're emailing our teachers and our principal. Our second example, you can see, this example in the subject line, they put an actual subject, PowerSchool password. It is spelled correctly. In the body of the email, it is a nice, pleasant tone with a request for help. Miss Williams, I cannot remember my PowerSchool password. Will you please reset it for me? Thank you for your help. That is how your email should look. It should have a brief subject, and it should have whatever the topic is that you want to address in the body of the email. Your email should be grammatically correct. It should have complete sentences, capital letters, lowercase letters. It should just be an all-around representation of academic writing. Today, you are going to be completing an activity called Know Your Audience. So I did an example for you with this scenario. So the directions say, you'll be completing the graphic organizer based on the scenario provided. You will need to change the formality and tone of your response based on your audience. So formality is all about who you're writing to. If you are writing to your teacher, you're going to sound different than when you're writing to your best friend. The tone is bringing about the feeling that you want to express about what you're writing. All right, so this scenario is you are becoming increasingly frustrated with a rude classmate. So when I did my example and I'm writing to a teacher, I am writing an email. So I wrote, Miss Williams, I've been having an issue with John Doe in class. Every time I participate, he has something rude to say or he rolls his eyes. I asked him to stop, but he will not. Please help me fix this problem so I can continue learning. Thank you, Angela. So again, it is a request to help me fix this issue. It is grammatically correct. It is more formal, and it has a pleasant tone, even though I'm frustrated. All right, parent. So I want to let my parent know what's going on. So I send a text. Hey, Mom, this kid in class is giving me a hard time. Every time I participate, he has something rude to say or he rolls his eyes. I talk with him, but he will not stop. I asked my teacher for help. If it still continues, what can we do about it? So again, I changed the formality just a little bit because I'm talking to my parent and I'm very comfortable with my parent. However, that is still someone that is in charge of me and has authority over me. So I still want to make sure that I'm respectful in what I say. All right, your best friend. This is where you're going to be the least formal. You are very comfortable with this person. You're on the same level with this person. So you can become a little bit informal here. So you send a text. This kid in my class is so annoying. Every time I give an answer, he wants to roll his eyes and comment like he could do better. He never participates. Obviously, he's jealous of how smart I am. So we're looking to make sure that you can tailor your response based upon your audience in an appropriate way. Your scenario, you're going to be answering in the green, and you're going to be completing the graphic organizer. So your scenario is, your grading class is low, but you know you submitted all your assignments. You feel that your teacher is taking too long to grade your late work, which you know will bring up your grade. I look forward to reading your responses.